In this video, I would like to show the effect of running the R+SCRATCH helper application on an existing or on a running task program. So you see this controller here right now have this little piece of software in here. Essentially, it's just going through all the melody, all 25 of them, and they keep on playing. And so you can hear it here. So that's essentially just go through all its melody, and you can see. And what I want to show is, as soon as you connect the Scratch, which connect the PC essentially to the CM50, that task program immediately turn off or disabled. The software actually itself is still there, but it won't run it anymore. Here we go. So you see, immediately stop. And then when you disconnect, it still doesn't run. You have to turn it off, turn it on again to get the task program going again. So the task program is still there inside memory, but as soon as Scratch 2 connects to it, it disables the task component of the controller, and it still keep the firmware of the CM50 working. So it's ready to pick up command from the Scratch 2 program, but it will disable the task component of it. Hello everyone, in this tutorial, I want to show you how to create a Scratch program from scratch, no pun intended. So assuming that you pull up the Scratch 2 offline editor already, and right now we have several. This is a script area with essentially describing all the special blocks that you can use in motions. We won't use this much in our application for robotics. Looks, we use some of the say and think. Sound, we'll use some of them. Okay, you can learn that. Pen, we don't use it much here. We'll make a variable data. We use that a lot. Event, definitely we use these a lot. Control, basic structures, we're definitely using a lot. Sensing, we won't use much in this book. Operator, we definitely will use them a lot. In the more blocks right now, it's just blank. So we need to put in a special file for the special block that will control the controller, the CM50 over here, the Play 700 robot over here. So in order to do that, it's kind of hidden. So you have to go to File, and you see nothing, okay? So now you have to push down on the Shift key and click on File. Now you see something, Import External HTTP Extension. So you open that. And then it just happens to be wherever I had the thing open previously. So assuming you're developing on a Windows machine, you have to go in quite a bit far to go to get to it. So you have program file A86, scroll down. The one we're looking for is in the Robotics, Robot Plus 2.0, R+SCRATCH, R+SCRATCH Data, R+SCRATCH, Resources, Help, English, and then CM50. It's a JSON file, JavaScript, some work. Open it. Now you see that it creates all this in there. Okay. Just to do something real quick here. So let's just pull one apple. Now play melody 0. And now I need to connect first. I have to turn the robot on. I need to connect it to Scratch. It has some example, okay, while I'm out here. Right now it does have some Scratch code doing it just goes through all the melodies, so making lots of noise. I need to connect R+SCRATCH to it. You see immediately it went quiet. So now it established connection between Scratch 2 offline editor and the robot directly. So like for example, if I want to play melody 0 on it, I have to click on here. Here we go. see, maybe 3. Okay, so the night you can see this is a big difference compared to, let's say, the old task program, where you had to create a file, you had to compile it, download it, and then run it, and all of that over here. Remember that? Okay, so it's a very big different way to learn to program with Scratch 2. So let's minimize that. And then if I'm assuming you know a little bit of Scratch already, so just if you don't need it, you just move it. Like for example, if I want the motor speed port 1, 500 clockwise, that's good enough. So it immediately run it for you. And then to stop it, of course, you put in 0. And then you click on it again. Yeah, we'll go and stop. Okay? So you see, it's a very different way to learn how to program. Okay. Let's see what else. In the costume, by default, it have these sprites. So I want my own little sprite just look like the spinning top right there. So you notice if it's the last one, you cannot delete it. So you have to pull in the picture. Mine was all the way in here. And lots of pictures. You can see all the pictures I created for the book. Let's see, where are you? Spinning top. Open. Okay, now you can move it up there. Now you can delete it. Right click on it. Delete. Okay? So finally, your own picture there. So, sound. Okay, so we got at the sound here. You can click on it to play. Check. They also tell you 84 seconds. So let's say I want some newer file, for example. You see, for my case, I put it under the sound here. And I have a small dog barking, converting. I also have an angry dog. Okay, so these things here, I will use later in a Moody Dog project. Okay, costume. For example, you can pull up your own costume. Let's see, I had, example, a 4-legged dog here. Okay, in case you want that one. Okay, so that's just the basics of how to start a project.